By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Clifton. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll rifle, and that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming.
Dion Lewis, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Lamar Miller, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
Right there, 59, 54, Mike. What we got? Mike,
From the 50, it's Watson. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No time now.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 4. 54, come on, 54, come on. Check. 54. No. Check, Nick.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Titans. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Houston.
19, 31.
A first down carry now for Miller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't. But also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call
Derrick Henry all alone. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 3rd and 2, Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Delta. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. One.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson on first down. And Stills bringing it in. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Watson, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys have now moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 11-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Down to lose one. 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away. And
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
41's coming, 41's a Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check. Crunch. 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 Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. It's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and this game is tied again here in the 3rd. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 4. Check 4. Shift. Hey, 24.
They'll run it again with Miller. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. To the left. Check. Let's go. Come on. Take it back. To the left. Rush in.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
You think you gonna get that? One. You think you gonna get that? 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Check. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Got it.
Mariota to throw it. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And an alley to run. Dion Lewis, 30. 10. It's a big play there by Lewis. 62 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They try again with Lewis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Mariota. And he's got some space here. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Miller, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Miller. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
51, Mike 51.
Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down, Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Benardrick McKinney. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help